Good afternoon, sports fans. It is 5:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the great city of New York. And today we're going to be discussing this Simone Biles topic, which sort of came across my desk, if you want to put it that way, a few days ago. And ever since then, I've been kind of reviewing, people that had a lot to say, especially people with bigger platforms, um, and how they were, given their takes and their perspectives. So we'll look at a few of them. I do have something to say about people that have something to say because my issue is that most of these people are not athletes, like this jackass right here, Matt Walsh, right? And I will be calling them out. Yeah, this conservative right here, Anthony Brown Logan. Oh, this jelly roll, fat back Jason Whitlock. Oh, yeah, I got a lot to say about these folks, right? This cat was pretty cool, Eric Kruger. I liked his take. It was a short video, and he only has 441 views. So anybody that had something positive to say, they didn't really get the views. Anybody that had something negative to say, oh, they got views upon views. Like this rat right here, Michael Knowles, not an athlete. This other one, Clay, whatever. What was his last name again? Clay Travis, also not an athlete. All right, so let's go. Before we go on, let me just do this. So this is going to be fair use because I am going to play probably Jason Whitlock's clip for a little bit. So federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe on copyright under 17 USC 107. So I hope that's understood by whatever platform that I do decide to upload this on, which most likely will be YouTube and IG. All right, so first off, as I said, these guys are not athletes. I don't know who this conservative over here is, but he also Shapiro, like not an athlete. He even said he wouldn't have his daughter in gymnastics because he know what it entails. So this is why I don't get why these people are comparing. Look up here. He has Kerry Strug and Simone Biles. It's already been established that Simone Biles has blown her out of the water with her accomplishments the last time around. So how can you compare them? You're a moron, okay? Shut the hell up. Oh, quitter. Quitter. That's what she is. She's a quitter. Really, Clay Travis. Have you ever done a vault? Can you do a backflip? This mofo look like he can't even do 20 push-ups. But he has something to say, and guess what? He has 138,000 views. Of course, this is the time when some jackass with his loud muffler would be passing by. My apologies. But he has 138,000 views. Okay? What can I say? Shapiro, another one, not an athlete. Why do you have anything to say? Oh, because I'm a talking head and I have a show and I need people to, view my videos and sell advertisements. And oh, I have 795,000 views 3 days ago. This is why they do this. You got to understand. YouTube pays these people money for putting ads in there, especially if they have large platforms. They get money for it. So it's not anything that they're passionate about, anything that they know about. They just want clicks. So there's something to talk about that everybody's talking about. Yeah, they'll be all in it. And they'll make disparaging comments because they don't give a shit about these people at the end of the day. It's just another news story for them. They don't care about her mental health. If this woman says, listen, I'm up there in the air, I'm doing these twists, I'm disoriented, I'm not sure where I'm going to land, how I'm going to land, it wasn't happening before. Now I feel like it is happening and the pressure is on. We have to win this gold, but I don't feel like I can do it because something is going on with me. You know, everything is not firing like it's supposed to. Everybody should be able to accept that because guess what? She's an elite level athlete. That's already been established. Most of these donut eating bastards like this guy right here, you know, he don't know the meaning of being an athlete. I mean, look at this dude. He looked like all of 350 behind that desk. He probably can't even run to the Krispy Kreme across the street from where he live at. Okay? These people are not athletes, but they have the gall to talk about people like, oh yeah, she's not a hero. Okay, you don't want to classify a hero, that's fine. That's fine, but she did what was in her best interest. Because what if she goes up there, God forbid, she does one of those vaults and land on her neck? Right? Everybody be like, oh my God, it's so horrible what happened to her. We feel so bad. Right? So if she gets hurt while doing it, is good. If she chooses not to get hurt because she feels like, okay, yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna land this and something is going on with me and I can't stick my landing. I think that's what I call it. I can't stick my landing. I can't get on my perch properly, when I'm dismounting, whatever the case is. I don't know how to say it. As I said, I'm not into gymnastics. But whatever it is, right? Because you have a situation with like the Karen in the Victoria's Secret, right? That went off trying to hit that black lady. And then she had this whole meltdown, which I believe she totally faked, by the way, because the woman had her camera out and caught her in the act. And she knows what happens when that camera is out. Once that camera is out, that video is about to go viral. And it hit her like a ton of bricks, and she had to immediately try to compensate for what she did. That's what she did. That's all she did. I don't believe for one moment that she had a mental breakdown. I've seen people with mental issues. Let's be honest. This is New York City. I've seen people on the trains, in the subway, on the streets that have mental issues. You could record these people for an hour and they will pay you absolutely no mind. Okay? Most of them walking around talking to themselves and they're not talking to you either. They're mostly talking to themselves. 9 times out of 10, they don't approach anybody unless like they felt like you violated, their space or something like that, or gotten too close to them. They might act out. Yes, truly, that happens. Okay, but that was not the case with that Victoria's Secret Karen. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I just had to mention that. But it's terrible because the average person does go through seasons when they have something happening with them and they feel like the weight of the world is on their shoulders. I can appreciate that. Just recently I had a similar situation where something happened and it was just so out of the ordinary that everything I had planned after that event happened, I had to step back from it and just, take a moment to be alone, And even times when you tell people about these events that happen in your life, you would think people would be there for you to support you, counsel you, etc. Most people don't give a shit. It's like, okay, your close family, they might, but other people, it's like, well, it's too bad that happened, but hey, I have my own situation going on right now, so, okay, and that's fine. but then you should have nothing to say, because everybody goes through things at different times in their life, different seasons, and by the grace of God, you're able to handle it. And we all know what happens to people that can't handle the pressure of being. Just being in this existence, people fold. And that's not what I have seen from this young lady. That's not what I've seen from her. I have seen excellence from her. Okay? Everybody should be able to attest to that. They've seen nothing but excellence from her. But let's listen to Fat Bastard here for a moment.
How about focusing on your mental well-being before the Olympics? I thought that was what the off season was all about. Focusing on your mental well-being and getting prepared for the Olympics. The Olympics is a little short 2-3 week competition. All of your stuff beforehand is leading up to that. But the USA Gymnastics team issued a statement, USA Gymnastics did. After further medical evaluation, Simone Biles has withdrawn from the final individual and all-around competition at the Tokyo Olympic Games in order to focus on her mental health. We wholeheartedly support Simone's decision and applaud her bravery in prioritizing her well-being.
Okay. So that came from the Olympics.
Her courage shows yet again why she is a role model for so many.
Okay, so that's enough of that. So, based on what he's saying, the Olympic Committee issued a statement giving her the green light, basically, in her actions. So, you mean to tell me, even after giving her the green light in her actions, we still have people like this, and this guy, and this guy, and, others, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. We still have people talking like, well, she quit and she shouldn't have quit. She should have known, to take care of her mental health before coming to the Olympics. I thought it was just established that she was the gold medal. Isn't that what they said? If she pulled out, then they couldn't get the gold. So, why are all these other people taking up slots on the Olympic team? That would be my next question. Right? Because if she is the actual golden child, then all respect due. You know what I mean? All respect due. When you're going through something that is disturbing your mental, you need people in your corner that you can talk to, that can basically talk you down off that ledge. Now, whether you've walked over that ledge on your own or you've been placed at that ledge, you're still on that ledge, and you need support. People that have, a strong faith, they have no choice but to lean on God in those situations because nobody else is there for them. And people who are in those situations and they don't have that belief and they don't have a strong circle of friends, these are the ones that you hear about committing suicide, which is so unfortunate. Because nobody should be brought to a point where they feel like the pressure is crushing them so much that they have no other choice than to take their own life. And that's my take. I feel like, she should be left the hell alone. It is what it is. At the end of the day, it is fucking entertainment. That's all it is. I don't care if it's the Olympics. It is entertainment, like every other sport. It is entertainment. My only question in ending this is, if she was white, would she have been treated the same way? Because I feel like elite black athletes take a lot of shit when they choke or whatever it is that you want to call it. We understand people get physically injured all the time, and that's understood. You have physical injury, you have physical injury. But when you're under the pressure, you're under the gun, and you've already proven yourself, mind you, but this time you can't make it. I feel like it's always the star black athlete that gets, the confetti thrown at them instead of on them. That's just my take. It is what it is.